A delegation of Taiwanese cultural and military officials recently paid a visit to sunny Southern California. The group traveled to the Army Reserve Psychological Operations Company headquartered at Los Alamitos. Their objective? To gain a better understanding of the benefits of psychological persuasion. 7th Group Commander Colonel Randall Cartmill hosted the delegation's visit.
Cartmill, I'm the 7th Side Group Commander, and then answer some questions.
那我们今天要影音跟306这个行政员，他事实上他们
I'm Director General of Political Warfare Bureau.
当后备役之前有5年半的时间是现役军人，请各位长官就也做个自我介绍。
So first, I would like to introduce myself. I am Major Talmera. I'm the company commander. My media platoon
to University of Virginia undergrad.
I was deployed with this unit.
I'm Chief Warrant Officer Lance Michael Henderson.
Give some examples of some products that we developed here.
Sergeant Hager.
Good morning, sir.
I would like to go forward with this question.
HP Elite Books, our laptop. Within our edits, I'm maintaining the equipment. I'm reading over schematics and block diagrams and fixing the equipment.
Obviously, you couldn't serve so well and so long without your support. You definitely did serve our nation and the Army well.
Keep taking the missions, keep doing the job, keep setting the standard high. Cool. Thank you.
Side developers come up with a plan and do a request to us, and then we continue from that and produce a video, a print, magazine ad, whatever.
在他们每一个装备的发挥上面去，要能够了解他们的，进而因为了解他们，愿意支持他们这些预算。
Pretty strenuous approval process. The National Command Authority releases that approval process, and then it's dictated down to different levels. So depending where we're at, that's the process. We would try to teach you how to do that, and as we move forward, is developing your soldiers.
Is the other parts of such as PO, or how can you ensure?
Or if even an effect that the maneuver units on the ground on the battlefield, you always have some kind of effect.
You don't conflict use.
PAO telling one message which is different than the missile message. This is based on the commander's guidances and his intent. This is the message or themes that we're trying to achieve. All right, so we're going after the country that we're supporting. We can't message like domestic things when that's the PAO realm. But there's a lot of overlap. So the messages overlap each other. So we have to make sure that if you're saying, okay, an event happened, well, that event, say, we'll use more experience that I have in Iraq. So a bomb, an IED explodes, and a bunch of people are wounded. That information can be set forth, because the commander wants to tell that information to the public by the intent of the commander. So what the intent is and how do you support your capabilities, either it's PAO, whatever it is, MISO, yes or no, and that element within that command, it's usually the IO chief and that message, and so it doesn't conflict with those, and that's how we. Sometimes there are some problems, but as long as you're at the very beginning of that process, then I think we usually can work it out. Well, that's part of it, but you have these meetings where you have IO working groups, information working groups, you have a synchronization meeting, you have an effects board, you have all these a number of meetings. We like to have meetings, and so and you have specific.
Yes, the next step is to develop the product. This is when they set it out through air. once it gets out of there, there's no way to get it back, right? You have to make sure you have to go through the process.
Which leads me to where you guys will go immediately after this, NTC. That is typically where we train it to our, obviously us, and then to our fellow platoons.
那个类比，数位跟类比。
还有现在还有他们最新的现在是无线网络的这个传送，所以这个对于他们整个传送点在不同的地方零制品，每一个人都可以通过这个传播来接收。所以他讲的这个在这一条。
Sorry about that. The PDS Lite, in fact, it'll start next week, is we have a bigger system, the PDS Medium, and that will give us the ability to also push video, which is a
这个功能，因为印刷的它的档案的那个容量比较小，那它这个是初阶版的，还有另外一个进阶版的，它可以做影片的影音的编辑。
So at the NTC, you'll see that the PDS Lite is the common system for our tactical units that operate there. So they have the teams and the detachment headquarters have the PDS Lite system. Okay, increased theirs, they're like on the second generation up, and we're working in the process to get a newer one as well, probably within the next year or so. There's a little bit of issues on that, but we're trying to be equal to our active duty components. For the future, now Chief Henderson talked about support for the companies here. If a PSYOP battalion would, what do you call a?
说他们现在这些装备来讲，对他们的新战的特种
level.
未来他们就是可以通过一个建议是群级的协同，还有营级的，都能够在总部至少说营部可以有这样的一个具备影音跟那个视讯
Unique capabilities only in the Army Reserve for this capability for us.
做一些特定任务的睡醒，这台非常高级。就看你的需要，如果说它是要策反的部分，它大概也是。
What we call consequence management, stuff like that.
Did you train your guys to commandeers the civilian, the equipment for civilian sectors?
Still get assigned a number of missions.
much to what our group commander alluded to, is that we can take this and support every tactical PSYOP team out there, or we can go up next and be a HODIF asset as well.
You have your laptop here. This is the main operation brain system. Everything you want, you'll work on here, and then you'll send, if you have a video, you'll transmit it to here, and everything you see on this screen is what you're shooting out to your audience. This whole area works the visual and the sound, the quality of what you want to be sent out. What you see here is what everyone else sees. This is the exciter, and this is your universal power system. The exciter gets the power going, everything, make sure the power gets to everything else. The universal power system puts out 120 or 240 watts, so no matter what country you're in, you always have universal power to supply this system. As you can see, this breaks down to this 1 box, 2 box, 3 box, 4 box, and then the laptop case. And also for your convenience, when you're setting up or packing everything up, all the labels are in here too. Minor detail, but very helpful. Ideally, you want this in a controlled environment. You're provided a 100-foot cable which attaches to the mast, to the antenna. So your mast will be outside while you stay inside and do the media portion of the broadcasting. This is directional. This is a directional antenna. This is set up for 155 megahertz frequency, which means this is in FM. So you can shoot about 30 kilometers. And The width that you're shooting is about 72 degrees. The weather and the terrain, you can, and your antenna setup, you can shoot from 8 kilometers to 30 kilometers. All that information, what you want to shoot, what target audience you want to reach out to, if it's 15 or 30 kilometers, what antenna to set up, and how big of antenna you want, is simply all on this one page, so it's very easy reading, very easy to set up as well.
And it actually binds it to the paper as it goes through the rollers. Stream heat through the product, and it fuses the image onto the paper.
Mobilized. Yeah. So we can take it. It's airborne. We can bring it out there, and that's how we turn on the vehicle. This is going to be our bind. Attaches a cover and basically make a book. So let me go ahead and try one out here for you guys.
So once they go through that 7-step side process or target audience analysis, they provide those information for us in order to develop this product. But at the whoever is the unit that wants the product, it's something that we coordinate with them in terms of what they're trying to accomplish. Again, like you said, like the intention, it comes from them. Literally, we have to understand what sort of, like, again, what type of product they want, what target audience they are, focusing their product, and then those are coming from them, and then we design our product based on that information that we get from them.
But did you actually do some measurements?
Oh, assess.
Yeah. He does not. At the 306, they just for the production of that product. So.
But when you produce all these products, because
and that would have to be something we do in advance. But we do not exert any influence on the press. Here in the United States, it's a free press, so we don't exert influence on the sites.
Everyone, 1, 2, 3.